Welcome to the podcast. She's got an eye patch. And she's a mermaid.
Are you sure it's him? Yeah. Are you positive? I don't know. You don't know if you're positive? I don't know what positive means.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the You Gotta Eat That Crust podcast. I'm your host with the most on the ones and twos, Ryan Wilson, in the house for you foos. Also with me tonight, my co-host, my co-homie, my co-anchor, Seamus Rogers. Seamus, what's good?
What up, my bad motherfuckers? We've been talking about doing this episode for a long time. It's been requested, and it's finally here. So sit back.
Yes, do that. Also with me tonight, the man in the sweatpants, follically challenged himself, motherfucking Greg Hoey, the sweatpants overlord. Greg, how's things?
They're great. I'm just trying not to be a square. I did the thing, too.
You're with your hands?
Yep, I did the thing. Broadcasting to everybody.
You're a regular Uma Thurman.
I got the feet to show. My feet are ugly as fuck. Come get him, Quentin. Come get him.
I saw your upload, but he ain't downloading.
Speaking of feet, Seamus, why don't you tell us a little bit about what tonight's episode is about?
We're going to be covering Quentin Tarantino films thus far. He's got 10 under his directorialship. He's got one more planned. I guess he counts Kill Bill 1 and 2 as one, which I don't blame him. But for our list, since it's not a complete list, he hasn't come out with his 10th movie. We're going to treat it as 2 movies on our list of top 10 Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah, there is rumors and speculation abound. There will be a third Kill Bill movie.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That might be the 10th one. But they're also saying that he might start doing shows. Like he might start working on like HBO Max and shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. He can do that. No,
yeah, I know. I hope he does do that. That'll be awesome.
Because he actually loves James Bond movies and he wants to direct one of those. I think it's different. I mean, these are all movies he wrote, correct?
Or a horror. Yeah, yep.
So for him to hop in and direct an episode or direct a movie, this isn't really on his list. I mean, yes, it's part of his accolades, but we're counting movies that he wrote and directed.
I mean, he did direct an episode of ER, so.
Is that after Dusk Till Dawn?
No, it was before.
Buddies with Clooney?
No, it was before, I think.
All right, so let's just get a couple, other films that he's been involved with out of the way before we dive into his masterworks. What are you guys' thoughts on True Romance?
Fucking awesome. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies. It's fucking so star-studded. It's so ridiculous, but I don't know. It's just a fun plot. A really iconic lines in it. Fucking amazing actors, amazing scenes. I think it was ahead of its time.
If I had to be fair, I rewatched it recently, and it didn't stand up to the glorification of my youth. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The cast was great. Cast was star-studded. It was amazing. Yes, he co-wrote and directed. Or no, he didn't direct this, did he?
No, he just wrote it.
Right. All right, but yeah, he co-wrote and directed a movie called My Best Friend's Birthday in 1987. But I guess the film's reels were almost fully destroyed in a fire. But that screenplay went on to provide the basis for True Romance, which came out in 1993. And again, you see his dialogue and his diverse characters. It was a great movie. I think if he did it now, it would be much better. But it's definitely a good movie.
It's probably a lot longer too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was reading something where he was saying like what one of his managers or whatever was reading a script, and he had a story about Clarence, running to Hollywood with his girlfriend Alabama, who was running from her pimp. At the same time, he was writing the story for Natural Born Killers, like the actor, the character was. So, and the guy was like, dude, you have like 2 movies here. So he like eventually like, sold them.
I felt like it was short. Like he went and saw, what was his name? Well, no, before that, what was the name's after, when he went and killed the,
Gary Oldman, the fucking man, Drexler.
Yeah, I feel like he shouldn't have died in that, and he would have came after him. I feel like there should have been like him chasing him in the film or something.
Oh, like Gary Oldman?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I wish. Please give me more Gary Oldman, especially that character. He's fucking awesome.
He's an amazing actor.
I feel like maybe he's a little old for that role now.
I feel like he progressed the plot too quickly. Obviously, for the length of most of his films, he did. But then he wasn't the legend he is now, so he might not have had the screen time he would have liked from studios. But also, I don't know. I guess he didn't direct it either. So
I gotta say, it's within my top 5 like Quentin Tarantino speeches that are in that movie.
I know what you're talking about.
Don't even say it.
The Dennis Hopper, Christopher Walken story before he meets his tragic demise was ridiculous and funny as fuck and super offensive, but
that's a pretty intense. That's a very intense scene, and
oh yeah, man,
that's a young Anthony Soprano.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, like Christopher Walken's like emotionless face too while he's telling the story is like perfect.
Yeah, he does.
And then he just like he feigns amusement at the end before he like fucking caps them.
Oh, yeah. Well, it reminds me of some like Hans Landa, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Quentin Tarantino said Christoph Waltz is the best character. Him and Samuel Jackson sing his script. Like
Christopher Waltz is one of the best actors of all time, in my opinion. Like,
he's fucking amazing. But he was just Quentin Tarantino just remarking that he's the best actor he's worked with. He said him and Samuel Jackson like sing his words like on paper.
So, yeah, Samuel Jackson has probably been the actor in the most of the films. I think he's acting in 5 of his films.
I think he's in 7. I think he's in all of them, but he wasn't in Inglourious Bastards, and he wasn't in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
But Christopher Waltz, I think, has only been in 2, but he made an impression on us too, man. I mean, I've seen him in a couple more films since then, but man, that dude can act.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking awesome. He's a really good actor. Inglourious is his best role, though. He fucking crushes that shit.
Man, Django, he was amazing too.
Yeah, that's true.
But yes, Inglourious Bastards, Hans Landa.
Yeah.
Christopher Waltz, born in October 4th, 1956. He's Austrian and German actor. He's had 2 Academy Awards, 2 British Academy Film Awards, 2 Screen Actor Guild Awards, and 2 Golden Globe Awards. Since Inglourious Bastards, he's mostly doing films with the United States. But I haven't seen any of his shit in those other countries. But
he's in Horrible Bosses too, as well.
Yeah, and I think he's in one of the James Bond movies too.
Yep, I think you're right. They were saying that he fucked up his hip before they filmed Django, and that's the reason why he's the dentist and he's on the cart and not riding a horse. They did that just.
Whatever, that was bizarre, but it didn't faze me. He was amazing.
Now let's talk about his other little film there, if we will. Natural Born Killers. He hated the movie. Oliver Stone directed it, I believe. Quentin wrote it and fucking
he changed everything on him.
Famously hates the movie.
Why do you think that? Do you know why? Why does he say that?
He said he changed it. He said it wasn't what he wrote. Like he didn't like he.
So because he didn't direct it, it wasn't like finally tuned to what he was up to. But still, it was a cool fucking movie.
It was a cool movie. I like it, but yeah, that's why he doesn't like it. At least
he would have done it differently. It probably would have vastly different. He'd done it, but it was still a good movie.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen that movie since high school. I recall liking it, but I don't know if I have like rose-colored glasses.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I might watch this now and be more like True Romance. Be like, I was a teenager when I watched this, and I was immature, and it might have been cool then.
There's also a sort of certain vibe to like older movies, or even like early '90s movies, or like '80s movies, and you can feel that imprint on them. Like when you watch True Romance, you can kind of tell it's like an early 90s movie, like with the music and shit. And
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fucking Natural Born Killers is super fucked up. I even recall, thinking it at the time, I was like, this movie's fucked up. All the scenes with fucking Rodney Dangerfield and shit is fucking weird as fuck, and it's filmed very psychedelic through a lot of it. And that movie was fucking nuts.
I haven't seen it for a long time yet.
Oh, yeah, I did mean to rewatch it. His movies are so long; they take a lot of time.
And great actors in that too. I mean, Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis are both fucking studs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Woody Harrelson, maybe.
I think Juliette Lewis is a fucking awesome actress.
Yeah.
She's been great. She just kind of fell off. She hasn't been anywhere. Like she was great in
Yellow
Jackets.
Yellow Jackets. She wasn't great. She was awkward a little bit.
Well, she was supposed to be awkward. She played a drug addict. She was supposed to be that way. I thought she did a good job.
She looked kind of fake.
I thought she
might have been method acting.
Yeah, she could have been really on meth. It was method acting.
Oh, hey, I like that.
Thank you.
It's terribly wonderful.
All right.
He also did, there was a movie called 4 Rooms that he did a long time ago, too.
Good movie.
Eli Roth. So how many films have Eli Roth been in?
Only 2, I think.
No, at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're thinking of Tim Roth.
Tim Roth. I'm sorry. Tim Roth was in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eli Roth is the horror director.
Yeah, he's only been in 1 movie. He's only been in Glorious Bastards.
Yes. How many films was Tim Roth in?
Like 5, I think. He's like, I think he's the second guy right behind Sam Jackson as far as people have been.
Yeah. Well, he must love him. Obviously, Michael Madsen.
Yep.
And Michael Madsen, man, he may not. I don't think of him as the greatest actor, but he plays some great characters and he plays them well. Like,
yeah,
especially in Quentin Tarantino films.
Well, Quentin writes roles specifically for Michael Madsen. Like he knows his strengths and he plays to him.
And he plays them well. Like he's a great villain.
Yeah, absolutely.
I almost feel like Michael Madsen would like play a good, like the reluctant hero, or like what's that movie with Bautista and the little girl? I feel like Michael Madsen could have played that role.
He's wrestling a lot of personal demons all the time as well. So
him and Tom Sizemore, they buddies. Let me real quick talk about one of his other movies before we move on to the actual movies. I remember, I don't know if Seamus remembers, but we saw it in the theater, Lilac Mall, with your sister Stacy. From Dusk Till Dawn.
What do you mean? How do I not remember? Oh, the movie or seeing it with me? Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, see, I do.
Well, that's written by Robert Rodriguez.
You don't remember it? It's co-written by Robert Rodriguez.
Co-written and Quentin Accent. That was a great movie.
It was an awesome
movie. At the time. I mean, if I watched it now, I'd probably be like...
I watched it not too long ago. It's almost like 2 movies, You get the Quentin Tarantino half in the first 45 minutes, and you're like, wait, this is a vampire movie?
Then you got Roger. Yeah,
Robert Rodriguez.
It's like Grindhouse.
Yeah,
they're vastly different,
but one movie.
Yeah,
you know who carried that movie? Cheech Marin.
We got white pussy, we got black pussy, Spanish pussy, yellow pussy, we got hot pussy, we got cold pussy, we got wet pussy, we got smelly pussy, we got hairy pussy, we got bloody pussy, we got snapping pussy, we got silk pussy, we got velvet pussy, horse pussy, dog pussy, chicken pussy. You want pussy? Come on in, pussy lovers. We got ya.
Thanks for extending and elaborating more on that line. I'm sorry to cut the line off short.
Yeah, well, that was
you now have 18 quotes.
That's true. I do. It's true.
All right. We also get special effects guru Tom Savini in that movie playing Sex Machine. Get him, Sex Machine!
Hey, Sex Machine! Who's the other dude? Who's the fucking guy?
And if Cheech didn't have such a great appearance as the doorman, he probably would have been Sex Machine.
Who else?
Good times.
Who else? Oh, Danny Trejo. Oh yeah, Fred Williamson plays Frost. Hey, Sex Machine.
I don't know who that is.
He was the big black dude. Yeah.
All right. Well, that about covers the other works of our man Quentin Tarantino. Now let's move on to his main body of work. And we're going to start with the first movie I remember seeing by Quentin, Reservoir Dogs, released October 8th, 1992. 6 criminals with pseudonyms and each strangers to one another are hired to carry out a robbery. The heist is ambushed by the police and the gang are forced to shoot their way out. At the warehouse rendezvous, the survivors, realizing they were set up, try to find the traitor in their midst. Now talk about Michael Madsen.
Yeah, it was a psychopath.
You bark all day, little doggy. You gonna bite.
Not to mention, it opens up with like such good dialogue. The whole fucking talking about Madonna and I don't tip. What do you mean you don't tip? That whole conversation.
Yeah, I mean, the breakfast scene, that was probably the longest scene in the movie in the beginning.
Dude, I love when Michael Madsen shows up after the robbery and he's got like a fucking burger and a fry. He's got the drink. Yeah, you fucking stop at the fucking drive-thru?
Meanwhile, we just went through like the tense drive with Harvey Keitel, Mr. White, and
Was it Orange?
No. Who is?
Yeah,
Tim
Orange
Roth?
is Freddy. Yeah, that's Tim Roth.
And like he's bleeding to death in the car, and they're just like freaking out, wondering what the fuck happened.
Fucking shot me.
I guess this movie got a lot of inspiration from the Coen brothers. Like Tarantino didn't want it to be like a straight to video game action movie, so he kind of made it a little more, artsy to avoid that kind of shit. Also originally intended as a play, so I think we lucked out on that one, getting a classic fucking movie.
I feel like it would have failed as a play.
Oh, it would have been terrible.
He was trying to do it like wicked cheap too, and like one of his or the guy who was an investor or whatever was like, "Hey, let's get some more money." And that's when they brought Harvey Keitel in and like got some more money. But he was like trying to do it like wicked on the cheap, and he was like being wicked fucking stubborn about it.
Who was
Tarantino?
QT?
Yeah. And then the guy finally talked after they brought Harvey Keitel.
Clearly, it was cheap for like now. Well, of course, nowadays, but it was probably cheap back then.
But the guy was like, "Listen, like Quentin, like let's make a movie. Like let's make an actual movie instead of fucking Like so, they had like a $30,000 budget, I think, and then they ended up with like almost $1 million or
they have
70,000 or something.
They have 2 scenescapes. They have the restaurant and the warehouse. That's it.
Yeah. He does that well. He does. He can take a fucking.
He does.
And just
Hateful Eight. I mean, the whole movie was basically in a cabin. Other shit was probably CGI.
Yeah, the whole thing, the warehouse and all that, it was a mortuary, and I guess Tim Roth's apartment was right above it the entire time.
That's fucking sweet for him.
Yeah.
And I gotta take a shit.
You don't have to get up that early for work.
I got to read you this little quote that I found. This film contained the most walkouts in a single screening. Creatives relish when movie audience members flee during festival screenings. I started counting the walkouts during the torture scene, Tarantino said. 33 was the largest walkout. He added that he thought at least everyone would be able to sit through it when it screened at the Stygius Horror Film Festival, where they just shown Peter Jackson's gore-soaked early film, Dead Alive. Great movie.
It's not, and that's like one of the most goriest movies of all time.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't even that bad as far as like nowadays we've seen a lot worse in movies.
Dude, it's more graphic.
Absolutely.
And it looks real now, or it looks realer.
It's terrible because it's like a cop just trying to do his job getting tortured. That's awful. But I mean, the worst part is he cuts his hair off.
Okay, but who can hear stuck in the middle with you?
That's what makes
without doing that fucking dance. I do the dance every fucking time.
That's what makes the torture scene brilliant. Like that song selection
when he grabs the ear, and he's
was
like,
perfect.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me
for the scene?
Absolutely.
And Michael Madsen as a maniacal psychopath.
So after he screened it during the film festival, re-screaming at this horror movie film festival, he says to himself, I thought, finally, I got an audience that won't walk out. 5 people walk out of the audience, including Wes Craven, the fucking guy who did Last House on the Left. My movie was too tough for him.
That's crazy. He's done a lot of hard movies to watch.
It could be also
absolutely.
a popularity contest too, and they could be like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah, he was being a douche. Fuck you, Wes.
He does seem a little.
I respect your shit, but QT's the man as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he's got that douchey little Hollywood ponytail too, so that doesn't help.
That doesn't help.
Does not help. Burn him.
Is it shaved on? Is it a fade with a ponytail?
No, he's too old. He's too old.
Yeah,
for
he's not that
shit.
hip. He's not Ragnar.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about for Reservoir Dogs? It was one of the first DVDs I bought. I mean, I've seen that movie
For sure.
probably 24 times easily.
And before 8 more of his movies came out, it would have been an amazing movie. It still is, it's respectful and iconic, but he's grown since then.
The next movie was the one and only Pulp Fiction.
Woo!
Which got huge acclaim.
Yeah, released October 14th, 1994. Vincent Vega and Jules Winfield are hitmen with a penchant for philosophical discussions. In this ultra-hip, multi-strand crime movie, their storyline is interwoven with those of their boss, gangster Marcellus Wallace, his actress wife, Mia, struggling boxer Butch Coolidge, master fixer Winston Wolfe, and a nervous pair of armed robbers, Pumpkin, played by Tim Roth, and Honey Bunny.
Damn.
Honey Bunny.
Good, is that a synapse?
Yeah. Synopsis.
Yeah, there we go.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
Yeah, he had to really fight hard to get John Travolta. Like, they did not want John Travolta.
Who didn't want John Travolta?
The studio.
Why?
I don't know why, but he had really pushed for him. He was also kind of in his downfall. Like, he was a struggling actor at that point.
No, I think he was hot at that point.
He was not hot at that point. That's
he had
that's literally what made him hot.
Really?
Pulp Fiction is literally what fucking turned his career around. Then he started doing
So then he did
Broken Arrow and shit with
Broken Arrow and the one with Nick Cage, Face Off.
Take your face off, like it Face Off.
They're they just realize they're like, what if we give him a ponytail and a cool demeanor? Yeah, that's what we want out of you. And that literally brought his career back to life. I mean, he was pretty washed up at that point.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of ladies who are all about ooh la la Vincent Vega, but he wasn't doing it for me.
He was doing it for me. I'll buy him breakfast. What's up, Vincent? I didn't realize they were that movie was made from or the idea came from Pulp Fiction magazines.
I don't know what that is.
It's the magazines fucking back in the day when Quentin was just a wee little lad, and they were just it was robbers robbing a bank.
It was old comics was what Pulp is. Yeah. It's they were all gangster robbers, cowboys, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can see the through line, in his work of that kind of shite.
Actually, pulp is a soft, wet, shapeless mass of material crushed into a soft, shapeless mass.
Ooh, I'm producing some pulp right now.
And I think we all know what fiction is. It's all of his movies, but
that's fake news.
All right. I mean, obviously, an iconic movie. You can't. There's not very many movies that hold a candle to this movie.
Everybody knows Pulp. Everybody's seen Pulp Fiction. Everybody knows Pulp Fiction. Most everybody likes Pulp Fiction. If you don't, I don't know what you like. Fucking Twilight, Sex and the City. I don't know. Whatever.
Another one of my all-time favorite fucking speeches in a movie was where Christopher Walken talks about sticking the watch in his ass.
Dude, I was listening to some interview about that, and I guess he had a fucking 4-page fucking dialogue about that scene, and then every time he got to the watch scene, he just fucking couldn't fucking handle it, and he would break character and start fucking laughing and shit. So so they would get through the whole fucking dialogue, and then he would just fucking lose his shit during the watch scene.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Obviously, ultra violent. This film actually contains 265 F-bombs. Not his highest, though. Reservoir Dog holds that title with 269.
Fuck.
It's crazy, because half the length. No, it's not half the length. It's probably like 40 minutes shorter, but yeah, that's weird.
Fuck.
That's my line. I'm done.
Sweet.
This was also the third biggest R-rated earner of 1994. It lost out to motherfucking a little movie called True Lies.
Hell yeah.
And a movie I just watched the other day because I was flipping through channels and it was on Speed. And what a shit fucking movie that is.
They tried to get
True Lies is Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yes.
And
They wanted Tarantino to direct Speed. He was offered Speed. He was offered Speed and he was offered The Rock.
He was also offered Men in Black, from what I read.
Yes, Men in Black as well, yep. Imagine that if he did like Men in Black or fucking Speed. Like how fucking Speed would be. Speed would actually probably be pretty fucking cool if he did it.
Yeah, it might be cool if he did it.
I'm sure he would have elevated Dennis Hopper's character quite a bit in that movie.
Yeah. Speed is alright. Speed is good, dude. It's alright.
When was the last time you saw Speed, Greg? I watched it last week, literally. Not good.
Okay.
Not good.
I haven't watched it since I think the first time I saw it like 30 years ago, and I don't care to watch it again.
Yeah, but it's got Miss Congeniality in it. And Miss Congeniality, too.
It's great.
Also, pretty pissed off he didn't get the role. Bruce Willis originally wanted to play Vincent Vega and was pissed off he didn't get the role.
But I think it worked out.
Yeah.
I think he was better at Butch.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see him as Vincent. That would be terrible.
Yeah,
I don't want to see Bruce Willis in any movies anymore.
Really?
Because he's picking up terrible roles. He's picking up these science fiction.
He'll be in anything now.
Cheesy fucking B movies. He's awful. He needs to just go into retirement and disappear.
I just want to hear Kevin Smith tell stories about Bruce Willis. That's all I want.
I bet we could have fun-filled nights of stories of Bruce Willis. I love Bruce Willis. I respect him as an actor. I love all his early movies, but now he's just becoming a Nick Cage.
Hey, don't insult Nick Cage like that. Also, every time that Vincent Vega goes to the bathroom in this movie, something terrible happens.
Who the fuck leaves their fucking Uzi on the counter and take a shit?
Yeah.
3 bathroom breaks. The first one, Mia Wallace overdoses. The restaurant, he gets held up when he goes to the bathroom. And obviously, Butch gets the drop on him when he goes to the bathroom in his house.
Well, he should probably stop doing heroin.
Right?
It makes you shit.
Or wear a Depends, something.
Or bring your gun.
Yep.
Yeah, you never.
I never go to the bathroom without my iron.
Just in case.
I also always bring my piece to the bathroom. If you know what I'm saying.
Your penis?
Got room in there for a peace fight?
Ooh. Swords.
I don't know. All right, let's talk about the next movie, boys. Motherfucker Jackie Brown, released December 25th, 1997. When flight attendant Jackie Brown is busted smuggling money for her arms dealer, Ordell Robbie, Agent Ray Nicolette and Detective Mark Dargis want to help bring down Robbie, facing jail time for silence or death for her cooperation. Brown decides to instead double-cross both parties and make off with the smuggled money. Meanwhile, she enlists the help of bail bondsman Max Cherry, a man who loves her.
And he loves Delphonics.
Yeah, Max Cherry was great. What's the guy's actor?
Robert Foster.
Robert Foster. Yeah, he was probably the best in this movie.
Yeah, he was great. His actually career was in such a dire state when Tarantino approached him to play Max Cherry. He didn't even have an agent at the time. Which
is a great steal by QT because he was the best character in the movie, or he had the best part. I don't know. Not the best part. He had the best performance.
Yeah. I do that. Pam Grier.
I don't know. Al Pacino is fucking awesome in this movie.
You mean Robert De Niro?
That's what. Yeah. I mean, Robert De Niro was fucking awesome in this movie.
He was. He just played like fucking stoner, just a fucking.
Right, he was just a loser.
Ex-con. He was, or he just get out of prison.
I love the interplay with him and the,
Bridget Fonda.
you know, yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
want to fuck? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I knew Melanie was gonna fuck you right when I walked out the door. Fucking 5 minutes later.
I actually meant to ask before we started talking about the movies. I meant to like ask you guys. What do we want to list? What do you think as Quentin Tarantino films? What are when you think of them? What are the things you think of? Like, what's the number one topics?
Conversations.
Yeah, so dialogue.
Extensive dialogue. Yeah. Yes. Great cast and characters.
Violence.
Ridiculous blood sprays.
Ridiculous stories, just twists and turns, and like just he's the ultimate. Like I think he had a quote about talking about the end of movies too, like how a lot of endings are like really bad for movies and shit. He's always got like a pretty explosive ending.
True, it's usually a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's usually a standoff, like because he's obsessed with fucking like spaghetti westerns and shit.
Right. He's also obsessed with women's feet.
That's okay. We don't kink shame on this podcast.
I'm not kink shaming. We're just talking about what we think of when we think of his films. Like, what's the common recurring themes?
He's obsessed with Pam Grier too. I guess when she came in to like audition for the role, like he had a bunch of like posters of her, and she's like, "Did you just like put these up to like impress me?" He's like, "No, actually, I kind of wanted to take them down because I was embarrassed."
I don't think there's a director who pays homage, to like his childhood film loving roots better than he does. Like he takes like an homage film and just elevates it to the next level, like all the time, and I think it's commendable.
Yeah,
totally.
He's also known for controversy.
Yep,
and he hates racism.
Spike Lee,
even though he has a million N-bombs in his movies.
That he does. All right, but we're talking about Jackie Brown here, folks. So, I mean, just another movie with rich, awesome dialogue. I've seen this movie probably a dozen times, and it still holds up in my eyes as one of my favorite Tarantino films.
I recently just watched it. I like it a lot. I mean, it's not as high up on my list. It definitely did not get accepted like that. Like everyone saw Pulp Fiction, they were expecting like the next fucking blockbuster, and Jackie Brown was kind of a letdown in people's eyes.
Yeah, I think not for me. I should have watched it a second time.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was awesome. And we're talking about like, oh yeah, it's all right. Like, I think we all can say that we all love all his movies and really respect him and think like all of his movies are fucking awesome. We're just ranking his fucking, his.
Well, that's why we're doing an episode on it, right? And our
super fan Nick Bones requested this episode.
Nick Bones.
So enjoy, Nick. We did it for you, baby.
Keep listening. We love you.
Tongue.
Well, I think also, Quentin Tarantino is probably one of the least, he's one of the least predictable writers of, film. You never know what you're going to get from film to film. He goes fucking all over the spectrum when it comes to genres. I mean, there's always that Quentin Tarantino flair, but as far as genres, you're going to get whatever the fuck he feels like making.
So what do you think his 10th movie is going to be?
Kill Bill 3.
He might just. So. I don't know.
He's not going out with a Kill Bill 3. He's going to want to do something original.
He's talking about doing a horror movie too. Like that would be fucking cool. I think
probably would be cool. But they say, I read that Inglourious Bastards and Django Unchained are like the first two parts of like his movie trilogy based on revenge, with a third movie rumored to be The Black Crow. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's true, but it would be an awesome movie. Best Served Cold, a tale about revenge.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude!
Joe Abercrombie.
That guy needs to fucking have movies anyway. People should start taking his fucking material and fucking turning it into movies.
His books are too long. They would have to be like
but I think
series.
You guys know it's only a matter of fucking time anyway. That's the way fucking Hollywood works.
Yeah,
I hope he gets an HBO Max series.
Oh, the fucking the First Law trilogy. Oh my god, that would be sick. And then all the spin-offs with like fucking Best Served Cold and the little
I think those were better than the First Law.
Best Served Cold was the shit, dude. That was like one of the coolest revenge books ever. It fucking ruled.
Agreed.
See, guys, I read.
Yes, Greg. We know you read.
No, I know you guys know. I was telling the audience.
You never read the script.
Fuck. Guys, I read. I can read.
We're always feeding you your lines and stopping and restarting.
That's true.
It is a pain in the ass to have to write cue cards for you every episode, Greg.
I appreciate it, though.
Couple other little fun facts. Samuel L. Jackson had to shoot all his scenes on weekends because he was shooting the sci-fi dud Spear. Well,
what the fuck is that?
I didn't even heard of that movie.
What the fuck is that movie?
It was a fucking...
Oh, I did actually saw that movie.
I think it was underwater or some shit.
Yep. I was working at Blockbuster.
So Sphere or Spear?
Sphere.
Yeah.
All right.
Sphere.
Who else?
Sphere.
Some good. I think Spacey in that shit. So,
who cares?
Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone, Samuel Jackson, fucking Liv Schreiber, Queen Latifah. Wow.
Oh, shit.
I have to watch that.
Also, Sylvester Stallone fought for the role of Lou, but ultimately was given to Robert De Niro.
Oh, man, that would have been fucking weird as fuck. Hey, Luca.
Yeah, Lou.
Want to fuck? Oh, all right. Hey, it's not nice, guys. He's hard at work on the next fucking
Rocky or Rambo.
What the fuck are those movies?
Expendables.
Rocky 25.
Expendables 6.
All right, let's talk about his next movie then. I'm pretty sure we all saw this in the theaters. Released October 10th, 2003, we have Kill Bill. A former assassin, simply known as the Bride, wakes up from a coma 4 years after a jealous ex-lover, Bill, attempts to murder her on her wedding day. Fueled by an insatiable desire for revenge, she vows to get even with every person who contributed to the loss of her unborn child, her entire wedding party, and 4 years of her life. After devising a hit list, the Bride sets off on her quest, enduring the unspeakable injury and scrupulous enemies.
So, I know she's called the Bride, but did she actually have a name in the movies?
No,
it was not revealed until the second movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they say it at the end. That's right.
I feel obviously she was Black Mamba, but she did have a name.
Yeah,
why you Black Mamba? I should be Black Mamba.
They talk about that's right. They like bleep it at first.
Vivica Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, they were talking about writing this movie in like 94. Like in 94 when they were shooting Pulp Fiction, they were talking about the Bride. They came up with the character of the Bride.
Guys, her real name was Beatrix Kiddo.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yep.
Beatrix.
What a weird
Kiddo.
name.
It's pretty common actually around here.
Yeah.
Yep, in Rochester.
Nowadays,
there's a lot of Beatrix kiddos running around.
A lot of method parents with kids they're not watching.
He also went back to, again, like him paying homage to the old movies. He wanted no CGI blood in the movie. So and all the blood in the movie is Chinese condoms filled with blood.
Cool.
Yes.
Healthy.
He used inspiration by Chang Che, a pioneer of Chinese cinema. And the condoms filled with blood were burst upon impact. Over 450 gallons of fake blood were used in the 2 Kill Bill films.
They should have used Uma Thurman's real blood. I guess she got in like a crazy car accident on the Kill Bill set.
Yeah, that was kind of Quentin Tarantino's fault.
Yeah, he like pushed her to do the stunt.
Yeah.
So it's like one of the most things he regrets in his career.
She got pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
How many? She's been in 3 of his films? Or just 2?
I think just 2.
Well, 3 if we're counting our list because 2 Kill Bills.
Yeah, that's right. I think she's been in 3 actually.
I guess he kept the pussy wagon. He was known to regularly drive around his hometown in the pussy wagon from Kill Bill.
I'm Buck, and I like to fuck.
Who was Buck?
That was the
Buck's
doctor
the guy,
who was
he's the guy who drove
fucking...
the pussy wagon.
Oh, that's right.
I was listening to something today where they were talking about it, and they were talking about, like, who the fuck would hire a dude as a nurse with the pussy wagon mobile, and he's got, like, Buck fucks on his knuckles, like, you're like, who's hiring that? And they're like, well, the healthcare people, they're hurting for help.
I don't think any woman would like him as their nurse.
I don't know if any guy would like either.
Well, I'd be like, whatever. He's Buck with a pussy wagon. I don't give a fuck. Give me my fucking milkshake.
Ooh, brings all the boys to the yard.
Pull my catheter out.
$60,000 was spent on just swords in this movie.
Holy shit.
They're Hattori Hanzo blades, obviously.
Yeah, those aren't cheap.
Don't run cheap.
Dude, one of my favorite scenes in that movie is when she's fighting Daryl Hannah. I don't know if that's the first one or the second one.
It's the first one.
That's the first one.
No, yeah, this is the first one. Because she comes to the hospital to kill her against Bill's wishes.
With the eye patch.
He says we're not going to kill her like that. We're going to give her the honor of coming at her face to face. But Daryl Hannah was, I think, afraid of her. So she went to the hospital trying to poison her, and it didn't work out.
I guess they fucking hated each other. Like, they were instructed to keep... people were instructed to keep them away from each other on site and during the pressings of the movie and shit. And
really?
They refused to appear on stage together to collect any awards or anything. Like,
wow.
I guess it helped the movie. I mean, they fucking,
They were enemies, yeah. I mean, I don't know a lot of Daryl Hannah films. I know I've
Splash!
seen a few, and I wasn't a big fan, but she was great in this movie.
Yeah.
Splash.
She had the eye patch, dog.
Right.
Yeah, she was awesome in this movie. Everybody was awesome. Everyone did a really good job.
Yeah, he does an awesome job casting.
Yep.
Obviously, this movie was scored by the legendary RZA.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
killed it. This movie had awesome soundtrack.
Yeah, it does.
All his movies have awesome soundtracks. That's one of the things we should have mentioned in the common denominators.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And so his writing process is when he almost writes like a book. That's why they have like chapters and stuff in most of his movies.
Well, that's why sorry, keep going.
Oh yeah, so he'll get up and after he writes for a few hours or whatever, and he needs a little break, he'll get up and just play music and walk around the house. And he said that's how he gets the energy back going again.
Well,
listen to his soundtrack.
He said he doesn't necessarily want to direct anymore. He wants to just write screenplays or even novels, possibly.
Yeah, that's why I heard the TV show thing too. Potentially TV shows.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Please.
Right. Well, let's move right into the next one, guys. The next movie was Kill Bill Volume 2. The bride, Uma Thurman, picks up where she left off in Volume 1 with her quest to finish the hit list she's composed of all the people who have wronged her, including ex-boyfriend Bill, who tried to have her killed 4 years ago during her wedding to another man. Leaving several dead in her wake, she eventually tracks Bill down to Mexico. Using skills she's learned during her assassin's career, she attempts to finish what she set out to do in the first place. Released April 16th, 2004.
All right. So, how many adversaries were on our list? So, the first movie, she killed
Copperhead,
Ellie Driver, Daryl Hannah. She killed Vivica A. Fox, Vernita Green,
Copperhead.
Lucy Liu Oren Ishii, I believe.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But I think the second movie she killed Bud, Bill, and is that it? Is it 5 of them?
Crazy 88. So which one was that? That was the first one. Actually. Yeah. That girl with a fucking or the whatever that thing is that she has a spinning ball there, like the
Go-Go.
Yeah,
she's a hot schoolgirl.
Yeah,
that's offensive.
Crazy.
Was it? Why?
I don't know. I just felt like saying that in case anyone's super woke. I didn't want to,
Everybody's
cool.
super woke.
Just get them to hate on me, so only I get canceled. Oh, we got a new host next week. We got Joe.
Joe Melissi? I don't think so. He's gonna get canceled.
Actually, so Kill Bill Volume 2 only 3 people die in the whole movie.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it was slower. It doesn't necessarily make it any less in my eyes, but anyways, we'll get to our ratings.
Dude, well, that brings we had the Hattori Hanzo scenes in that fucking movie.
It was great.
That was great. Played by the legendary fucking
Sonny Chiba.
He played the guy, the main dude from the Crazy 88s as well, too, right? I'm pretty sure he played like 3 people in this movie.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the leader of the Crazy 88s.
It also, we lost David Carradine shortly after this, as
true.
He was hanging himself and masturbating in a closet and died.
Aren't we all?
I mean,
rest in peace, Bill.
It sounds like an alright way to go, except for the media.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good way to get discovered, definitely.
No, I don't want to go out like that. Or dying like Richard Gere did 20 years ago to that hamster.
Richard Gere's dead? That's why when you do that in the closet, you just leave a note and it says, like, if I die, like, clean up a little bit, please. That's, maybe put me in a more...
I was actually just cleaning the house and I fell on this hamster.
I slipped, tripped, and hung myself.
And I had time to write a note telling you I love you.
I actually hate you all.
Tragic nonetheless. He was in a great show called Kung Fu back in the day. It was on USA shortly after Renegade and Highlander.
I remember seeing it a little bit when I was younger, but I didn't get into it.
Well, you don't like stuff. Everybody knows that.
That's not true. I like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's from the same decade, same timeline.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
I just didn't like my stepfather, Steve, and he watched that shit, and I couldn't help but watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I mean, who doesn't like Eastwood?
That's Tarantino's favorite flick.
Even Scott Eastwood, that guy's the man too. His son.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Not as good as Unforgiven.
No, of course not. Unforgiven's the
Close.
shit, dude.
Well, Unforgiven was great.
Yeah.
Fucking Gene Hackman, baby.
We also got the 5-point heart exploding technique from this movie.
Ooh.
Which was stolen from a different movie, I guess. It was in a few different movies, but he didn't give a fuck. All
right, but we got the 5-inch punch from Kill Bill, where she punches her way out of the coffin when she was buried alive in Kill Bill 2.
So it also appears in the Shaw Brothers film The Executioners, and from Shallow-In and Clan of the White Lotus, which are the primary inspirations behind the Kill Bill saga.
Shaolin.
Whatever, Seamus. Don't be a dick.
Shallow-In! Fury!
And the flute that Bill plays in this movie, he made it himself during the filming of the movie. What's up? That's badass.
David Carradine made that?
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
He finally brought his middle school recorder skills to fruition.
Well,
Shiloh.
There comes a time for everybody.
I wonder, do kids nowadays get the recorder?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They do.
I have 5 of them at my house.
It's like, what are you going to do with that? What career are you going to pursue? And is the recorder serious in, like, symphonies and orchestras?
It's a foundational instrument, Seamus. It can lead you to any of the woodwind instruments.
What if I want to do hardcore rap?
That's not going to help if you could play the flute.
It's not going to help, or will it
could be sampled.
Add to it?
Beastie Boys.
It's going to complement my gangster rap.
Flute loop.
Stay tuned at the end of the show for a sample of my recorder gangster rapping.
All right, boys. That brings us to our next film, Death Proof. It's released April 6, 2007, part of a double Grindhouse feature. It's a horror movie written by Quentin Tarantino. It stars Kurt Russell as stuntman Mike, who murders young women with modified cars that he purports to be death-proof. Rosario Dawson, Vanessa Ferlito, Jordan Ladd, Rose McGowan, Sidney Tamelia Porter, Tracy Thomas, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Zoe Bell co-star as the women he targets.
No shit, I didn't realize that Mary Beth.
Yeah, she was the cheerleader. She was the actress. I didn't realize either, but this must have been before she was known. She's not
Yeah, that
really.
was before
She's still
Scott
kind of
Pilgrim.
unknown. But
Yeah, she's making it now. I mean, she's in
Oh
Fargo.
yeah, definitely. No, I agree, but like the common household doesn't know who she is.
Zoe Bell was actually the one who did all the stunts in Kill Bill. And
she was amazing. And
she just found out that she was getting a speaking role like when she showed up to film the movie.
So she was actually a stunt person because in the movie she's pretty much playing herself.
She's like his go-to. Like they've been working together forever. She passed away, I think.
I didn't understand Stuntman Mike's whole. I don't know why. He obviously is sick and he likes to kill beautiful ladies, but why would you smash up your very expensive car for that?
Because it was death proof, Seamus.
It wasn't repair proof.
Okay, well, again, we don't kink shame here at the You Gotta Eat That Crust podcast, but they took out a scene of Stuntman Mike masturbating while he ran over women in his car.
Cool.
That would have helped me understand him a little better. No, but and then he did it with this is a weird, bizarre movie, and there was the first group of ladies that he totally annihilated, and he went in the hospital, and the cops were suspicious, but he ended up getting off of that one, and he ended up rebuilding that whole car again, just to have one moment where he could jerk off and run over bitches.
You get away with it,
I guess I just can't relate. But I can relate to the moment when the second group of girls fought back and like chased him down and like were beating the shit out of him. And he was like whimpering and shit. That was hilarious.
That was one of the best accident scenes I've ever seen as well, too. I think it was the one when the girl loses her leg.
Oh, where the girl's leg flies off and flops on the road.
Yeah.
He smashes in the whole steering column smashes into the one girl driving, and then like his front tire rides over the one in the driver's side rear seat, just rips her face off the tire. I mean,
was that the girl who lost her leg? Was that Rosario Dawson?
No.
Okay, because I was thinking like that girl's got some fucking amazing legs. Those are sweet legs.
I don't know who that was, but she was a different character. Rosario Dawson was the second batch, the ones that fought back.
Apparently, Tarantino got the idea to make Death Proof while enjoying a night of drinking in a hotel room with his friend Sean Penn. Tarantino voiced desire to purchase a Volvo, noting how reputable the brand was for its safety. Penn had a better idea. Penn told Tarantino that for a price of $10,000 or $15,000, he could hire a stunt crew and they could death-proof any car for the director. Tarantino loved the phrase death-proof and decided to write his script around the idea. That said, the original title of the movie was Quentin Tarantino's Thunderbolt, which actually flashes on the screen for a few frames in the final version.
So, remember the scene where I think it's Rose McGowan and her first... She's also in the second... She's also in Grindhouse, which is like the AR rifle lady, leg lady.
The better of the two movies.
Yes, exactly. She's also in Death Proof, and she plays like the blonde, like hippie girl. And remember the scene where she's getting into the car, and it's got the plexiglass and like the very uncomfortable looking seat. And then he gets her in, and he's just toying with her and like driving around, smashing her head around, and like that was hard to watch.
Absolutely. Another little fun fact was the jukebox featured in the Chili Parlor is the exact machine used at the beginning of Natural Born Killers.
He does that shit a lot. His movies weave in and out. Like I guess the sheriff, one of the sheriffs who dies in Kill Bill in the shooting scene is in like all his movies. The same fucking guy. He's in Jackie Brown as a fucking cop. He's in a bunch of shit.
No shit. Yeah, also the Red Apple cigarettes are like in all his movies too.
And the company that they make up in what movie was it? They make up a company in either might have been Pulp Fiction, but that's the company that Leonardo DiCaprio works for in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Nice.
They make up like a production film company, and like he works for them or some shit like that. Like he does a great job of like kind of like weaving the fucking characters and his like stories and his worlds together.
Yeah, does it better than
Stephen King.
Whew, I don't know. That's a tough one. Let's not go there right now. That's another whole podcast.
Dean Koontz.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Death Proof. Great. All right, let's move on to Inglourious Bastards then, shall we, boys?
Woo! Let's go.
Great movie. Great dialogue scenes. Most of it was dialogue, to be honest.
Yeah.
But tense dialogue.
Fucking so intense, dude. I forgot Mike Myers was in it.
I did too. He was like a general or something.
Yeah, General Ed
Americans or something, or they were British. I can't remember.
Well, Inglourious Bastards was released August 21st, 2009. It's the first year of Germany's occupation of France. Allied officer Lieutenant Aldo Rain assembled
1941, not 2009.
The movie didn't come out in 1941, Seamus. It was released on August 21st, 2009.
I just make it straight for our listeners.
Great.
Don't want them to get confused.
Yes.
There's no new Nazi occupation.
All right. So, Lieutenant Aldo Rain assembles a team of Jewish soldiers to commit violent acts of retribution against the Nazis, including the taking of their scalps. He and his men join forces with Bridget von Hammersmark, a German actress and undercover agent, to bring down the leaders of the Third Reich. Their fates converge with the theater owner, Shoshana Dreyfus, who seeks to avenge a Nazi's execution of her family. Fucking great movie. I've only seen it a couple times, but I feel like that was enough for me.
Dude, I'm gonna say it's fucking like his best one. I think it's right up there. It's so fucking good. Obviously, Eli Roth played Donowitz, the Bear Jew, but there was rumor that they were gonna get Adam Sandler to do it.
Nah,
that would be a completely different movie, Greg.
I actually think he would have done a good job. I mean, it would be cool to see that version of it, but obviously
they would have CGI'd him being taller. They might have CGI'd Eli Roth. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Eli Roth's a giant because he's a pretty small dude. He was in fucking great, fantastic horror movie. Cabin Fever.
Great movie.
Oh yeah.
Did he write that movie too?
Yeah, and he's the dude with the dog who's like the stoner.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You guys don't remember? You remember walking out of the theater, and I looked at you guys all. And I was like, "What'd you guys think?" And you were like, "That's fucking horrible." I was like, "Really? I loved it." And I still haven't lived that down forever. Anytime I recommend a movie to Lila, I was like, "Yeah, but you like Cabin Fever."
Greg, I like Cabin Fever as well.
I know Cabin Fever is a bad movie, but it's a fucking horror movie. Most horror movies are bad movies. You know, like it's very entertaining.
Evil Dead 2.
I like kind of like disease movies or like, you know, shit like Cabin Fever. It was fucking cool.
Dude, the scene where the girl shaves her legs. Never leave my head.
Look at
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, well, let's take you there. She was in the bathtub.
Nice legs?
They were nice legs, and then every time she shaved, like fucking like pieces of skin were coming off and shit. It's fucking gross.
Roughly 1/3 of the film is actually in English, with the rest in German, French, and even Italian. Additionally, the actors actually spoke the languages their characters do in the film. Christopher Waltz, Michael Fassbender, and Diane Kruger are all native German speakers. This was done to add an air of authenticity to the film, and had the added effect of making Brad Pitt's character more believable due to his botched attempts at Italian.
Buongiorno!
How many languages does Christopher Waltz speak, that talented motherfucker?
Probably all of them.
Yeah.
Even Finnish. There's not really any like real depictions of war or anything in this movie because Tarantino thought it would be fucking boring.
Well, that's been done before. I mean, he went outside the box, I think.
He's more interested in humanity and suspense.
It was very suspenseful. The conversations, the dialogue between Hans Landa when he's sitting down interrogating people.
Yeah, it was intense. It was an intense movie.
The culmination of the theater scene at the end, too, is fucking bananas.
Oh, yeah. I really like that dude who was in that movie, the driving movie there with Thor. I can't think of it. But he plays the German soldier who's interested in the girl in the theater, and he's the one who's starring in the movie. and he's trying to get his movie like played at the theater. Oh fuck! I forgot his name. It's
he was a relentless dweeb.
Yeah, Daniel Bruhl. No, I'm saying I like that. That guy's a fucking awesome actor.
No, I'm saying in the movie.
Oh yeah, sure, totally.
Apparently, the glove guns at the end of the movie are real. They were a real weapon used in World War II as like a kind of a last ditch offense.
That was pretty badass. I mean, like it's like you have 30 seconds to get to Hitler. Can you do it? I'm gonna have to. When they shot up Hitler, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
All right. All in all, a great movie. Definitely one of the most original World War II movies out there.
For sure. Very original for when there's so many World War II movies.
Absolutely. All right. Let's talk about Django Unchained now.
Django.
Love it.
Released in 2012 of some month. Stars fucking Jamie Foxx. Set in the Old West and antebellum South, it's a highly stylized, heavily revisionist tribute to the spaghetti westerns, in particular the 1966 Italian film Django by Sergio Corbucci, who stars Franco Nero and has a cameo appearance. I fucking love the fuck out of this movie.
Love this movie. I think this is probably Fox's best performance in my opinion.
Easily. And Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking the dopest villain in this movie.
He's great in every... Leo's great in every movie.
Jamie Foxx is really good in Ray.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, do you know who they were going to get instead of Jamie Foxx?
Will Smith.
Yeah. But he didn't want to do it because when he read the script, he saw that Christopher Waltz's character killed, Candy, and he thought that was like made him the hero instead of, Django. So he's like, "Nah, dog, I'm
not a hero." Nobody saw it that way.
Well, that's how he read it.
He saved his woman and killed all the villains. I mean, he's clearly the hero.
Yeah, he is the hero. But I'm saying like they thought that Christopher Waltz was trying to steal the shine.
He just didn't want to be outshined by Christopher Waltz, and I understand that. I would also look at the honor of acting with Christopher Waltz, and then like, am I going to get blown away? No, I'm going to learn something from this motherfucker because he's an amazing actor.
I think Will Smith is a great actor as well too. I think he would have done a great job. I'm obviously glad that Jamie Foxx did it because I think like this is one of my fucking favorite movies. It's fucking crazy.
See, that's a good question. Who's the better actor, Will Smith or Jamie Foxx? I think they're both good actors.
Yeah, they're really so they've both done really good like biopics and just good movies. They've done some heavy shit.
I mean, I probably would. I don't know. I probably have to lean toward more Will Smith because I like more of his movies. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's got a larger body of work, I think.
Yep.
And it's funny because they both came from like comedy backgrounds, kind of,
right.
and then
Living Color.
got these big careers. It's kind of cool. This is a super violent, super stylized, fucking all kinds of great characters in it. Dr. King Schultz, obviously, we've talked about. Amazing.
Fuck.
I mean, I love his goddamn wagon with the fucking tooth fucking just swinging on the top of it.
Yeah. Leo was great. I mean, I guess him and DiCaprio had been friends for around 15 years when this film came out. And I guess he had always sent Leo scripts of his films just in case, I did my fingers there, he wanted to act in them. And I guess DiCaprio requested the role of Calvin Candy, and Tarantino rewrote the character to become younger to accommodate the actor. He said in an interview, he got the script and really liked it. Calvin Candy, Leo was younger than initially written, but I read it again and see no reason why the character couldn't be younger.
Hell yeah.
Word.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson crushed that role as well, too.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
All right, boys. Anything else you want to say about Django Unchained?
I love it.
I love it, too.
I love it.
All right, well, let's talk about The Hateful Eight, then.
The Goobs.
It's a 2015 revisionist Western film written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's about 8 strangers who seek refuge from a blizzard in a stagecoach stopover sometime after the American Civil War. and all kinds of violence and shit ensues.
See, when I originally saw this in the theater, I was a little disappointed. I was expecting more action, I guess. And I don't know, it sucks. But then, when I rewatched it again, and
Did you watch it like on Netflix or like as the series?
I watched it recently, the extended version, and it was amazing.
And did you watch it like as the episodes?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I had heard about that. Like they were talking about that. That sounds awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I heard it was like way better as
like I had watched it again in recent years. I don't know how long ago, and I was like, all right, this is a much better movie than I had first given it credit for. And then I just recently watched the extended cuts on Netflix, and I was like, damn, this is one of his best movies. It's amazing.
Jennifer Jason Leigh fucking crushes it.
She was awesome. Kirk Douglas was awesome.
Yeah.
He was way better than Stuntman Mike.
Kurt Russell?
And Stuntman Mike was great. Yeah, Kurt Russell was amazing in this.
Walton Goggins.
Walton, yes.
Woo!
Tim Roth, Michael Madsen. I mean, it was a great
Fucking
cast.
Channing Tatum. Spoiler
That's
alert.
right. Yeah, even him coming in the end.
Yeah, he was awesome. Though he was the brother, right, of
Rachel Leigh Cook.
Daisy of Jennifer Jason Leigh. Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Or whatever.
Yeah, she fucking crushed. Rachel Leigh Cook's hot though. What's up? What's up, Rachel Leigh Cook?
Yes.
They also, he shot this film in 70 millimeter film and parts of it in 65 millimeter analog film. It's the first time to be shot in 50 years.
Jesus.
And all these theaters had to reformat their theaters. 96 theaters were altered at a rough cost of 8 to 10 million to show this fucking movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't notice any difference.
You probably would have if you saw it in the theater because it's super wide, super wide screen. Well, you didn't. You're lying.
I did. I'm not lying.
Okay.
I'm lying. I saw it in the theater.
Did I see it with you, Greg?
Probably.
I think so.
Did you guys hold hands?
Probably.
No, we hold nothing.
We hold nothing.
Popcorn and soda.
We hold nothing.
We do the popcorn trick. That's it.
Nothing sacred in the theater.
They also a lot of fake snow was used to be in this movie because it just wasn't snowing the way they wanted it to. They used cornstarch and large fans. They eventually prayed to the snow gods and were granted with a blizzard a couple days later to finish filming all the winter scenes.
Poor Bob, the stagecoach driver.
Poor Bob. What about Bob?
I'm sailing.
I think he got poisoned.
So he originally conceived this movie to be a sequel to Django Unchained. It originated in a novel called Django and White Hell, but when Tarantino struggled to advance the movie, he refashioned the format. Still, subtle visual references to Django can be found in the film. Major Marquis Warren sits atop Django's saddle at the beginning of the film, and Django's green jacket can be spotted on the floor of Minnie's haberdashery.
Minnie's haberdashery.
Haberdashery.
Close the door! You gotta put 3 plaques of wood. 2's not enough.
Tim Roth, who plays a con man who goes by the name Oswaldo Mabre in the film, his identity is eventually revealed to be a ruse, and he's reveals his real name is Pete Wilcox, and he's the great-grandfather of Archie Hickox from the Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so more of that fucking Tarantino interweaving shit.
Yeah.
The Tarantino verse.
Bigger than the Marvel verse, easily.
Totally. Better.
Definitely bloodier.
A lot of fucking exposition in this movie. Tons of dialogue. So much racism.
So much. I think they say the N-word the most in this movie. If I remember correctly.
In all his movies.
I know, but I think I want to say that Hateful Eight carries the most.
You could be right, Greg.
It was around the Civil War times, just after, I believe.
Yeah, because they got like a fucking Union soldier in the same room as a Confederate soldier. Oh, shit. Let him loose.
All right, boys. Let's go into our last film then, shall we? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, released July 26, 2019. Actor Rick Dalton gained fame and fortune by starring in a 1950s television western, but is now struggling to find meaningful work in a Hollywood that he doesn't recognize anymore. He spends most of his time drinking and palling around with Cliff Booth, his easygoing best friend and longtime stunt double. Rick also happens to live next door to Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate, the filmmaker and budding actress whose futures will forever be altered by members of the Manson family.
Fucking hippies. I love this fucking movie. I thought it's awesome.
Dude.
A lot of people fucking hated on it, and I don't understand that.
I don't hate on it, but it's not one of my favorites from him.
I don't know. You want to talk about explosive endings in a Tarantino
Holy
film?
Shit, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but I had like a 2-hour nap before that.
Of course you did, because that's what you do when you watch movies. We all know that.
I do. It takes me like 4 nights to watch a Quentin Tarantino movie that's 2.5 hours.
I love that Timothy Olyphant.
A lot of rewinding and remember where I was.
Fucking Timothy Olyphant, fucking Emil Hirsch. Like that was a fucking heavy Dakota Fanning playing Squeaky Fromm.
All his films have great casting.
Yep. I thought Brad Pitt was the shit in that movie, and so was his dog.
Dude, he was awesome in that movie.
His dog was the shit, dude.
So, diverging from Tarantino fashion, Brad Pitt improvised many of his lines using the final cut of the film. The actor's natural wit and seamless improvisational technique allowed him room to build upon the ideas already present in the script. According to IMDb, one of his ad-libbed lines was, "You're Rick fucking Dalton. Don't you forget that."
Nice.
China straight up banned this movie. Never been seen in China because of the scene where fucking Brad Pitt kicks fucking Bruce Lee's ass.
That shit.
God,
that shit actually happened. Melanie worked for some dude. I forgot what the fuck's his name. I can't think of his goddamn name at the moment. But he was the dude who fucking fought like Bruce Lee. Like he roughed up Bruce. That like legitimately happened.
Was he a brawler?
What's that?
Was he a brawler? Just big, got in close and just.
Yeah. He was just a stuntman. Yeah, and he fucked him up. Yep. I mean, I don't think he fucked him up, but he definitely got the best of him.
A lot of controversy behind this movie too, because of all the Sharon Tate murder shit, and Margot Robbie actually wore Sharon Tate's actual jewelry in this movie with permission from her sister.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's based on some true events, obviously not completely, but some sensitive content there. Was the Manson crew, was it?
Yeah, the dude who plays Manson is is Dewey Crow from fucking Justified.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. I gotta take a shit.
Also, was Manson even there that night that this happened?
No.
He was not, right?
He never murdered anybody.
Yeah, he didn't kill anybody.
He fucking mind controlled people and got him to do his fucking dirty work for him.
I don't even think he wanted the murders. I just think
he didn't.
Was just caught up in it.
He wanted to go in the fucking desert and drive doom buggies. He's fucking insane.
Yeah, but
he just wanted to lick pussy and drive a doom buggies.
You ever see anything about like Manson, who was interviewed in jail? He's like, "Go ahead, let me out, do it. I'll go back out there. I'll kill more people. I'll kill hundreds of people. I'll kill all the people. I'm Charles Manson." So he never even tried to get himself out of jail.
Well, that's a good way to get parole.
He's batshit crazy. That dude's been batshit crazy his whole fucking life. I think he was fucking his mom or something like that, like growing up.
Or was molested or something.
There was all sorts of fucking shit.
That's not cool.
It's not cool.
All right, so that's it, boys and girls. That's our fucking list of Tarantino movies and our thoughts on it.
Boo.
Now, guys,
we're ranking them.
Let's start with you, Seamus. How do you rank these movies?
You want me to go through all 10?
No, Seamus. I want you to go through 5 of them. Yeah, I want you to go through all 10.
You're being sarcastic?
No, go through all your goddamn movies.
All right. I know. You're being facetious and an asshole. I'm just going to keep going. I had number 1 as Django Unchained.
Woo.
Love this movie. Number 2 was a tough call. I went with Kill Bill Volume 1. I love the samurai shit. I'm all about the Wu-Tang, the RZA. Number 3, Inglourious Bastards, which was a close call with Kill Bill and actually I had Hateful Eight over Inglourious Bastards until I just rewatched Inglourious Bastards, and then I was like, yeah, it's a better movie. But Hateful Eight's my number 4, Pulp Fiction my 5, Kill Bill Volume 2 is my 6, Jackie Brown 7, Reservoir Dogs 8, 9 Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was boring to me. I'm sorry. It was a great movie. It was boring to me. And 10 was Death Proof. It was bizarre. I still enjoyed it. But yeah, it was weird.
Good list.
All right. Respectable list, man. Completely different from mine. So this works.
Same.
Greg, go ahead.
Well, when I started my list, I did number 1 and I did number 10. Number 1 is Django Unchained. Fuck yeah, dude. It's amazing. I struggled with number 2 as well. It was a toss-up between Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Bastards, but number 2 for me is Inglourious Bastards. I almost put Inglourious Bastards over Django after I watched it again because it's fucking so good.
It's not that good. It's not Django Unchained.
Oh, it's so fucking good. It could be number 1, like I said. But again, that's me.
To someone it could be, yes.
Yep.
I mean, it deserves it, whatever. It's a great movie.
Pulp Fiction would be my number 3. It's a fucking amazing movie. Number 4 is Kill Bill Volume 1. Number 5 is Kill Bill Volume 2. I don't know. I mean, to me, they fucking blend in. They're both fucking awesome movies. I don't know which one I like better. They're both fucking really good.
I mean, you could say that the drama or the dialogue and like the atmosphere of 2 is better. I just like the action of Kill Bill 1 and just the more fast-paced movie.
Totally, I agree. So number 6 is Reservoir Dogs for me. Fucking fantastic, amazing dialogue, amazing story. It's simple yet amazing. Number 7 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Fucking loved it. Loved everything about it. I did a little flip-flop right here. I had Hateful Eight as my number 8, which, again, all these movies are awesome. I fucking love the Hateful Eight. I think it's a fucking great movie. But I'm going to go Jackie Brown at number 8. And I'm going to go Hateful Eight at number 9. And then, as I said, I started my list.
I think you're crazy. How could you think Hateful Eight's at the bottom of the list?
Easy.
Did you watch it recently?
I have not watched it recently. I've only seen it once in the theater. I need to watch it again. And maybe, like I said, I really, this was a tough list. The easiest thing for me to do was put Django at 1 and Death Proof at number 10. And then everything in between was fucking really hard for me.
Right. So it's sad that you only saw Hateful Eight the one time in the theater, where I did too. And I wasn't that impressed. But when I watched it again and then I watched it again, it's better.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Netflix extended version.
I did enjoy it. I thought it was awesome. The only reason I have it so low is just it's shot in 2 places, and I know that's...
What are you going to do? All those other movies are that good.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it was just a struggle for me to put this list together. I can't argue with your list, and it's good. You can slice them up any way you want.
All right, my list's different from both of yours. I put my number 1 as Pulp Fiction.
Nice.
I just resonates with me. It's
that's probably mostly, I would say, that or Inglourious are most people's number 1s.
Sure.
It's the bandwagon, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It's great. It's good.
My number 2 is Kill Bill, Volume 1. My number 3 is Reservoir Dogs. Number 4 is Django. 5, Jackie Brown.
Ooh.
6, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 7, Kill Bill 2. 8, Inglourious Bastards. 9, Hateful Eight. And 10, Death Proof.
Your list sucks!
You guys suck.
Well, I mean, again, it's going to be different. Like, a lot of... My list would probably be different to rewatch a bunch of these in preparation for this episode.
Yeah, I didn't rewatch everything, but like I said, when I rewatched Inglourious, it definitely elevated itself. It was just so fucking good.
I mean, he's
so
known
powerful.
for his dialogue, and it goes on, but this one had the most just tense dialogue of all the movies, and it happened multiple times. It wasn't just Christopher Waltz scenes. Remember, it was the random. It was like colonel or something in the bar.
Yeah, that bar scene was fucking crazy, dude. When he's like talking about like he gave him the 3 fingers instead of like the proper way.
Yeah.
That shit was intense. That guy did an awesome job as well too.
And that was all just like happenstance, like just because that drunk dude,
celebrating
the kid that day.
Yeah.
If I got back and watched Inglourious Bastards and Hateful Eight this time around, maybe my list would be different.
Dude,
but
you should.
For now, it is what it is.
I think so, but we're going to respect your list because they're all great movies.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, and before we wrap it up, folks, Greg, I think you have a little game you'd like to play with us.
I do. Let's keep a little score between Ryan and Seamus, and everyone at home can play along as well, too. These are quotes from Tarantino movies that he wrote or directed. So we got maybe some Dusk Till Dawn and some Natural Born Killers floating in there as well, too. It was very hard to come up with quotes that weren't so fucking obvious. So maybe some of them are, and some of them are not. But you know the answer is Sweatpants Overlord to buzz in. And let's keep scoring.
This is not Gregory's.
This is close to Gregory's.
What if I just say, hey, fuck boy?
Then that doesn't count.
Fuck. All right. Noted.
Okay.
Well, you can always edit him out of the whole thing.
First quote. Get ready to fly, bitch.
Snakes on a plane, Samuel Jackson.
You didn't say my name. But that is the quote. Ryan?
I got nothing.
That would be Stuntman Mike, Death Proof.
Ah.
And by the way, actor's name, movie, or character will work.
All right, great.
Next one. When you go to hell, John, tell them Daisy sent you.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
That would be Daisy... Rachel... I triggered... God damn it, Hateful Eight!
Yeah, that works. Boom. Point for Seamus.
That's all you need?
Yeah, you just need the if you get the title.
That would be the character and the actor, actress, and the movie.
Well, I mean, it would be nice.
Daisy Bombengue or
Yeah.
Bombenhouse.
Just fucking move on.
It's Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah, I was going to say Jennifer Jason.
Ass to ass.
All right. Next one. Get it straight, Buster. I'm not here to say please. I'm here to tell you what to do. And if self-preservation is an instinct you can't possess, you better do it. And do it fucking quick.
Is that Jules?
No, this is Harvey Keitel from Pulp Fiction. He was the cleaner. He was
Winston Wolfe.
I mean,
the wolf. Yep, it's the wolf.
I hear people talking, but I don't know.
Sweatpants Overlord, the wolf.
Yeah, nailed it.
Winston Wolfe.
Okay, next one. You can't trust Melanie, but you can trust Melanie to be Melanie.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson from Jackie Brown.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Okay. Next one. Justice delivered without dispassion is always in danger of not being justice.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yep.
Is it Django Unchained? Fuck.
And that's the thing. You can just guess the movie, too, and, like, have a chance. Seamus?
There's only 10 of them.
Yeah.
Sweatpants Overlord,
Yeah.
Kill Bill.
That would be Samuel Jackson from Hateful Eight.
Damn.
And we've already done this. And you shoot me in your dreams, you better wake up and apologize.
Sweatpants Overlord.
We already went over that.
Harvey Keitel, Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Sweatpants Overlord, Mr. White. And a bonus.
Okay. No, that one didn't count anyway. All right, next one. He must have thought it was White Boy Day. It ain't White Boy Day, is it?
Sweatpants Overlord.
Robbie.
True Romance.
Yeah.
Drexler.
Yeah, Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
The White Boy Day.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I feel like it wasn't his movie, so that wasn't fair.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a great quote. I remember that quote. It's White Boy Day. Hey,
You made the quote. Of course you're going to remember
I
it.
see him. He ain't looking at me. I know I'm pretty, but I ain't pretty as a pair of titties. I should have used that one. God damn it! All right.
What if them ugly titties?
Yeah. Everybody calm down. I'm simply a customer trying to conduct a transaction.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
What is Quentin Tarantino's character in Dust Till Dawn?
Nope.
Sweatpants Overlord. Is that from the hit film Pulp Fiction?
That would be Christopher Waltz, Django Unchained. That's when he shoots the fucking sheriff in the fucking...
Right. Yeah. I was thinking when they were in the store in Dust Till Dawn, because I don't know which movies are going with now.
Yeah. Oh, I told you.
They're not going with the Kanan 12-10.
I told you there was a couple fucking movies from like True Romance and all that shit and fucking...
Fine.
Yep.
Fine. Be a scumbag.
Yep. Yeah, motherfucker. I eat everything. I eat the pussy. I eat the butt. I eat everything.
Sweatpants Overlord, what is Jules' Pulp Fiction? Oh, Sweatpants Overlord, what is Samuel Jackson from Jackie Brown?
I mean, you got the actor right. So if Ryan can't steal it, you get the point. Ryan?
Sweatpants Overlord, Samuel L. Jackson.
You said on the actor. I'm pretty sure I won.
Yeah, Seamus won. That's Samuel Jackson from Written True Romance. We already know this one. I'm pretty... Wait, no, actually, I ran this by your brother, and he knew it. Sean. Okay. I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Oh, Marcellus Wallace. Sweatpants Overlord, Marcellus Wallace, Pulp Fiction.
Boom. Nailed it. Seamus has run away with this thing. Okay.
Because I just watched a lot of them.
Are you sure it's him? Yeah. Are you positive? I don't know. You don't know if you're positive? I don't know what positive means.
Fuck. Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
Is that, that's from Jackie Brown?
Nope.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
What is Pulp Fiction?
Nope. That would be Django Unchained when they're trying to, like...
when they're looking at the Overlord and his son in the field?
Yep. This one should be a little easier. What country are you from? What ain't no country? I've ever heard of. You speak English and what? English, motherfucker.
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson, Pulp Fiction.
Boom. Nailed it. Okay. Silly Caucasian girl likes to play with samurai swords.
What is Sweatpants Overlord? What is Kill Bill Volume 1?
Yes.
With Orishi Renshi.
Oh, shit. That's like a 10-point score right there. Just kidding. All right. My hands are registered as lethal weapons.
Sweatpants Overlord. What is Pulp Fiction Butch?
Nope. That would be Bruce Lee, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dying in our sleep is a luxury that our kind is barely afforded. My gift to you.
Sweatpants Overlord. Is that David Carradine? Kill Bill?
Nope.
Pussy.
Sweatpants Overlord. What is... God damn it. I don't know. Let's go with Django.
Nope. It was a Kill Bill movie, but Ryan said the wrong character, so we fucking lost that one. It was Daryl Hannah before she was about to inject.
Oh, right. In the
She's got an eye patch.
Yeah, she does have an eye
And she's a mermaid.
But he's confusing. He's confusing us because you got the movie, so then I was going to a completely different movie.
Well, if he just said Kill Bill, I would have said that, but he said something else. So, waiting for an opportunity and knowing it's the right one isn't so easy.
I got nothing.
Same.
That would be Kurt Russell from Hateful Eight. Again, I was trying to keep it a little... I'm not trying to be like fucking, like $5 milkshake. Shit. All right. You get that from Killing Jews?
Sweatpants Overlord.
Yeah.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah. That'd be the Bear Jew. We got a score of 4 points for Ryan and 5 points for Seamus. We have 2 questions left. Oh,
holy
my
fuck.
fucking God. You can't write this shit. You can't write this shit. Stop pointing that fucking gun at my dad.
Sweatpants
Oh,
Overlord.
no, what is Pulp
That's
Fiction?
still gone.
Pulp Fiction, he's pointing at Joe.
No, that's Dust Till Dawn.
Jesus Christ. It's fucking Reservoir Dogs. It's Chris Penn. R.I.P.
That's right. He's pointing at Joe, which is his dad.
All right.
What was Chris Penn's character in that.
Nice guy Eddie.
Nice guy Eddie, and he was pointing at his dad Joe.
Okay, the last one. Fuck you! Fuck you!
My best horror! Where's Reservoir Dogs? That's Mr. Orange, and it's from not from Polka, Reservoir Dogs.
Boom! Nailed it. The victor, Seamus, was 6 points. And Ryan,
let's make that 7 because I got the last 2.
That would be 7, Greg. 5 plus 2 is 7.
Yeah, but I'm keeping the score here, and I have 6, and there's
okay,
and there's 4 for you, and that's 10, just like Tarantino movies. It's perfect. Congratulations, Seamus.
Thank you.
I just spit all over the table doing that last quote. I'm fucking dying here. You fucking shot me.
I'm gonna kill every last motherfucking one of you.
Well, thanks, Greg. That was fun. Thank you to everyone who listened tonight. Nick, I hope you enjoy this fucking shit. It was a long one. It's cold in my shed. Everyone who's listening, keep fucking tuning in. Thanks to all our fucking podcast fam who keep shouting us out and shit. We love you guys. Yeah. Greg?
Yeah. Thanks for everybody who's listening to us. Continue to fucking follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music Podcasts, all that jazz. If you think we're doing a good job, come to our Anchor page and donate to our Patreon. And if you want to email us and give us ideas for the show or just say, I'm fucking dying, man, send it to us at yougonnaeatthatcrust@gmail.com or gonnaeatthatcrust@gmail.com. We're waiting.
Thanks for listening, all you bad motherfuckers. We love you.
What was in that fucking suitcase, we'll never know. But there's one thing I do know, ladies and gentlemen. In Crust, we trust.
Boom! Boom! Bam!
This ends our podcast.
We got white pussy, we got black pussy, Spanish pussy, yellow pussy, we got hot pussy, we got cold pussy, we got wet pussy, we got smelly pussy, we got hairy pussy, we got bloody pussy, we got snapping pussy, we got silk pussy, we got velvet pussy, horse pussy, dog pussy, chicken pussy. You want pussy? Come on in, pussy lovers. We got ya.